are talking about the top social media marketing mistakes that most people make. So if you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur or a fellow network marketer, then this would be a fantastic video for you. And of course, feel free to share. If you think this would be something beneficial to you and your organization, let's definitely get the word out and help as many people in the team as possible. I'll just give you a quick thing. If you can see here behind me, we have beautiful Hammond Beach Resort. I am filming live from here, and it is absolutely amazing. If you ever get an opportunity to head on down to Palm Coast, Florida, I would highly recommend that you stay here. So if you guys are ready, say I'm ready, and let's rock and roll. So we're talking about the top 3 mistakes that people make when marketing their business on social media. Hey, I'm glad to see you're ready. You know, it's so crazy because social media is created primarily for one thing, right? It's created for people to be social. And it's funny because as soon as somebody starts in business for themselves, as soon as someone joins a network marketing company, one of the first things that they do is they go tell the world on Facebook or on Periscope or on Twitter or on whatever social media platform it is that they like to be on. And really, I hate to say it, but they go about it wrong. Because nobody goes on to those platforms to buy anything, right? We're going on there to see what's going on with our friends and to check out what's taking place in the world. So the number one mistake I see people make is they hit their entire warm market with a barrage of, this is my company, this is my product, this is what I have to offer, and they spam everyone, right? And nobody wants to be spammed. No one wants your buy here now link put up in their face. So that is the number one thing that mistake that I see people make. Now, how can you avoid that? Well, obviously, if you just got started in something, you might say something, hey, I just started a new adventure. Who wants to join me on it? Come, message me to find out more. Do something where it's enticing, where you're going to attract people to you, where you're, actually creating curiosity and people are reaching out to you versus them saying, I wonder what they're doing. What's that all about? Nobody wants to feel like they're being sold by their friends. The second thing that I see people do that it's unfortunate, and so hopefully you're going to learn here today and, vow to never do it again, is people post negative stuff on social media. Now, you guys have to remember, social media is a platform. This is like the TV station or the billboard of you that you are marketing to the entire world, right? It's not just your close, immediate friends and family. It's anybody that's on that platform can see you. They can check you out. They can see what you're all about. And if you post something super negative like, I hate it when I have to stand in line at the grocery stores or whatever it is. Who knows what it might be. But when you post something negative, what does that do to the people that are checking you out? Does it attract people to you? Or does it have a tendency to kind of be like, ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I really want to connect with that person, right? Because they seem to be coming off a little bit negative, right? So just be aware what you're posting, that this is the channel of you. This is the platform where the world gets to see you. So put your best foot forward, right? And be the person that is going to attract people to you versus, more repelling people, right? And the last thing that I see people do is they get controversial, okay? Now, what do I mean by controversial? Well, we are in the middle of a political campaign. That could be controversial. They post something that is strong in a certain direction that maybe wouldn't be viewed very nicely by the rest of the world. So just be aware of what you're posting and think about, hey, is what I'm putting up going to attract people to me, or is it going to repel people from me? Now, guys, have you gotten some value out of what we shared so far? I certainly hope you have, and if it has impacted you, then, definitely feel free to share. Let's get this info in front of as many people in our team, in our company, as we possibly can, so we can all put our best foot forward. Now, what can we do to market even better? Well, what I like to do, and what I've seen people that are extremely successful in marketing online do, is they position themselves more as a trusted friend, more as a resource, more as a go-to person. I don't know if you've ever had somebody that you know and they're like the person that you go to for everything, right? You need a realtor, you call this person. You need a plumber, you call this person. You need something to give you more zest and give you more energy, you call that person, right? Like they're the go-to person that you call for everything that you need. Now, I'm not saying you have to be all of those things, but if you have an area that you're focusing on, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's anti-aging, whether it's travel, whatever your business is, be the go-to person for that subject, okay? So, you're in health and wellness, and a common thing that people struggle with is energy, right? We're in a day and age where people are constantly drinking their Starbucks or drinking their energy drinks or drinking something to hype them up, and we all know it's not good for us. So how can you provide value? How can you be the go-to person for your friends and the people that are looking to you? Well, a great way is to say, hey, you know what? Have you struggled with having energy? I found here's 3 tips to help you have more zest for life, more energy than ever before. And, oh, by the way, there's something I haven't put on here, and if you want to know what that last and final thing is, private message me. Have a little bit of mystery. Don't just throw it all out there. Add some value, and people will reach out to you about your product or service, okay? What's another one? Be an encourager, okay? Post an encouraging word. If you have something to say that is uplifting, we see, crazy, amazing quotes they're coming on all the time. You can Google it. Hey, uplifting quotes for the day. I want to be a ray of sunshine into someone's life. I want to be someone that, when people jump on your Facebook page, when people jump on your Twitter or whatever it is that you're using for social media, that they're like, yeah, I can't wait to see what they posted, because it's always uplifting, it's always encouraging. So be an encourager. And last off, use this thing we call attraction marketing. What we like to post is we like to post fun, adventurous, exciting things that we're doing. Why? Because people are like, well, how is it Wednesday or whatever day of the week it is, and you are driving around a NASCAR? Or how is it that you just came back from a trip? Or how is it that you're doing all of these things? And you know what that does? It gives you an opportunity to share what you really wanted to share anyways, which is your product, your service, your opportunity. So if you kind of switch gears and you go from, being the billboard that's blasting and plastering everything in people's faces to being the type of person that attracts people to you, then you are going to have more people reaching out to you, which I'm sure is what you want anyways. You want people that are saying, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. How can I find out more about that, right? You want them coming to you, being the advisor, you being the trusted friend, the resource that they're reaching out to get more feedback. So guys, those are my top tips for marketing on social media, what not to do and what to do to help expand your reach, help build your brand, help get the word out about what it is that you're doing. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, definitely feel free to share. I always believe that a rising tide lifts all ships, so let's help as many people in the profession as we possibly can. And the only other thing is, if we haven't met personally, love to connect on up with you. Send me a private Facebook message, and I would love to hear your story. That is all for today. Take care and be blessed. Great to